Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Colts offense getting ready, and leading them out is the rookie from Washington, drafted in the 4th round back in April, Jacob Eason.
And when you see Jacob Eason in a uniform, you think, that looks like a quarterback. 6'6", nearly 230 pounds, a monster arm. Any throw you want, he can make it. And remember this, the Colts have only drafted 2 quarterbacks in the first 5 rounds since 1991. No pressure, Jacob Eason. They were Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. On first down, Jacob Eason. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Good, strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their 1st-round pick, number 13 overall, to get him from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down pass. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Fournette running out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Kaepernick going to throw. Into heavy
Thank
traffic,
you.
and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
Good stop.
And
Good
he's
stop.
going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now we've got whistles and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun is Eason. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Hines. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Charles, a look there at the Colts draft class for 2020. No first-round pick, remember, courtesy of the DeForest Buckner deal. But, you know, lots of weapons after that.
Certainly are, and they really are playing a physical brand of football in Indianapolis to go along with that offensive line. So stand on offense. Michael Pittman, the wide receiver, a strong physical target. He was selected number 34. And then I love them getting Jonathan Taylor out of Wisconsin. 7 picks later to carry the load at the running back position. And then they did hedge their bets at the quarterback spot. Jacob Eason, a little bit of a project out of Washington. He went in the 4th round.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
Eason on 2nd down. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over, so that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Sacked there by DeForest Buckner, and boy, was he big news around the draft in 2020 when the Colts traded their 13th overall pick for him. He absolutely solidifies their defensive front. Great interior pressure that they haven't been able to exhibit in recent seasons.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut at SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Second down. Here's Eason. He'll get this one to Pittman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, it's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call him?
And now off to the races. Down the
But I
right
missed that damn tackle.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley. 65 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And this carries into the end zone. Now a hit.
Oh, shit.
And the Jags grab it.
They want that comeback.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Taylor.
You gotta hold that block.
Only 3
Gonzo.
there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Taylor. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Kaepernick may be a free play. The open man is Westbrook. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert, and Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Nobody's playing middle.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26.
And sometimes change can be good, and Chris Conley with a nice catch there is showing us exactly how. First 4 seasons in Kansas City, kind of buried on the depth chart there. First year in Jacksonville last year, career highs in yardage with 775, and added 5 touchdowns to that list as well. That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. To the left side here for Eifert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Runs over him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the 1st round, but when he heard his name called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Eason. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Eason to throw.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox there to make the grab. And the Colts add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Kaepernick now on 1st down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over and spotted the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The final shot before break. Eason throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get it in the end. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
What an idiot, run right into me.
DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, Kaepernick. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in Week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
On the run, it's Fournette. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Kaepernick. He completes it to Westbrook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing is Eason. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now it's Hines. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
To throw on second down, Eason. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. From the gun is Eason. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on third down, Eason eluding the pressure right. Past the 20, and he's got his man Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Indy set to go on offense once more. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far.
Second down, here's Eason.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee,
Definitely,
and that means fourth down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run with Hines. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eason on second down.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Now Eason. Fighting Hilton on his slant.
Flag on me, guaranteed. Holding.
35.
Oh, nope.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll run with Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
The quick slant caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The offense on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is third and goal. From the gun, Eason. Flushed out right. That's caught at the 2. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. ends up shoveling it off, ends up going for negative play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From the 10, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Again, it's Kaepernick. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Kaepernick to throw again. Dumps it off to Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Kaepernick again, going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
What you talking about, ref?
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Here's Kaepernick. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
The ball is free.
Oh, come on.
And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in.
Thank God.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Following the fumble recovery, Eason, the pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The give to Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They run once more with Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, it's Taylor down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down now, it's Hines. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now out come the Jags. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice play by DJ Chark there.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
Oh my God.
Touchdown.
That 15 fucking defenders playing anything.
Chris Conley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
definitely getting that one touchdown, buddy. No doubt in my mind. Jesus, Von Miller, 5 fucking sacks.
Hey, boys. Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough.
Here we go, Shaq. 70 Timberwolves. Go. Ready, break. Hot, hot. Shut up! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Shut up! Here we go, here we go! Bronco 80! Ready, ready! On the double! Ready, hut!
Definitely restarting that.
Go! 70 Lions! Check go! Let's go! Hot, hut! Okay, ready? Ready, go! Set! Panther 60! Panther 60! Go! Let's go now! Cowboy 80! Hut, hut! Ready, ready! Set up! Ready! 19 Tiger! Ready, ready! Come on! Set! Ready, hut! Set! Ready! Viking 8, set go!
Nice dot. Right on the money.
Set! 6, hut! Here we go, set! 65, ready, go!
That's my bad. I should throw it out further to the left.
Got it, ready? Go! Shut up! Cougar 19! Hut, hut! Here we go, here we go! 70 Timberwolves! Shut up! Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Ready, ready! go. Ready, ready. Hunt. On the ready. I go. Set. 70 Lions. Set up.
Fucking bozos.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hunt, hunt. Ready, ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Okay, break. Ready, ready. Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready. Come on. Set. 19 Tiger. Set, go. Set. Ready. Viking 18. Hunt. On the set. Huck. Set. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Huck go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60. Set. Go.
You know what, man? That was pretty darn good. And you know what really gets me excited? The fact that I know we...
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. You have grades for each position. Browse available players to improve your team.
today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. His first carry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun. Eason. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then, if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Jesus.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason, Campbell making the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 carries, 63 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
To throw on second down. Eason, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Taylor. And he'll get
Let's
to the
go.
end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Now here's Johnson.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his 3rd year wearing purple, 9th year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
Now,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage.
And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
First and 10, Eason.
Oh,
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't
come on, Eason.
connect. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Eason. And incomplete on
Throw
the
your hands
deep
up, you
ball.
could have caught it.
T.Y.
Jesus.
Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 14 carries, 62 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters. Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Eason to throw. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Yo. Check.
Play action. It's Eason. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On first down, it's Hines. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Second down, here's Eason. He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First and 10, Taylor now. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Eason. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him point and communicate.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They run, Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
16 yards, a first down. Cousins again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, Cousins. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
McCann's kick up and good.
And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
He's not going to get me. 55, come on, guy, 55. So don't say nothing. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On first down, Jacob Eason.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike 55. Right, go. 55. Let's run, let's run. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Here's Hines.
Oh
And he
my
is
God.
met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Good, just has a block on the right
Tackle made
side.
that time by Anthony Barr.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. 19, right. 55. How you get on the headache? How you get the headache? Mike 55. Check 55, Mike.
Eason sets to throw it. He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he is
Lucky.
out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That should have
It's a
been picked.
pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Here comes Johnson on the return.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Oh
He's
shit.
got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 55 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage.
He's in his zone, second quarter already
already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digit.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, Johnson. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
A second down throw for Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And it's third down. Now Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run on first down. Hines, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided... No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Returning it, Johnson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. The Colts leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a run with Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So possession goes over here on the punt. So here are the Colts to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3 run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the gun is Eason. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day. Buffalo 18.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Finding Hilton on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They'll run with Taylor, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On second down now, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So we got man. Right there, 54.
Eason. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown.
Throw me passing, you can't stop the run game.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. It quickly to Thielen here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That's going to set him back 5 yards. To the air again, it's Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air, and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
Thank you.
For Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back
I
inside
thought that
the
was stiff
20.
arm. I guess that's a lateral.
This is almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Back 55. Back 55.
Second down. Here's Eason. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now this throw caught left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did Division III football to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds,
No way.
able to get it down to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Hell no.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is down to 20. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Check, check, check.
1st and 10. Eason over the middle here. It's Hilton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 32. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mike spot 4. I got it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, check.
Now Eason. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Gideon. Coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, Eason. He's got Burton here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Eason. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Eason on 2nd down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Eason. Campbell making the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, nice.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Khari Willis. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This is Hines. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Told you can't stop that run game.
16-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Johnson now returning. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Jesus. 6 weeks.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Resign.
Let's see. We'll do at least 5. You want bigger salaries, huh? What the fuck out of here. Ain't that good. Sorry.
Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond in the rough. You just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams will undervalue. You have a player healed from injury and ready to play.
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not gonna win. So let's get out there and let's have a good practice, huh? Ready? Hut, hut. Come on, get out. Ready up! Ready!
What the hell was that?
Ready! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Ready! Hut! Set! Viking 18! Check go! Here we go! Set! Hut!
Throws us in a touchdown, Jesus.